Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is the most practical lifestyle management scripture. This particular statement which I just made, you'll be able to appreciate when we'll start understanding about what Krishna is speaking in Bhagavad Gita, especially in this section that we're going to see now. Krishna is going to speak in detail about food that people consume. And this food he's going to describe in three different ways, depending on the three modes of material nature. Let's begin with the first one. Shloka number 8, chapter 17. Ayuhu sattva balarogya sukha priti vivardhanaha rasyaha snigdaha stira hridaya aharaha satvika priyaha. So here Krishna is saying ahara, that is food. Satvika priya, the food which is dear to people in mode of goodness. How are these foodstuffs? What are their characteristics? Krishna is speaking here. Ayuhu vivardhanaha, the foods which increase the duration of life. Ayuhu vivardhanaha. Then sattva, which purifies one's existence. Bala, which gives strength. And arogya, which keeps the person healthy. Sukha, which gives happiness. And preeti, which gives satisfaction. So Krishna is giving these different characteristics of the foodstuff that the person, when he has sattvika food, what happens? All these different things will manifest. So now the question might be that what sort of foodstuffs are these? Can you please tell something more on this? So Krishna is like, yes, rasyaha, those foods which are juicy, snigdaha, fatty and wholesome, and then stira, okay, hridya, stira hridya, pleasing to the heart. So it's a very nice thing to note that the foodstuffs which are juicy, fatty, wholesome and pleasing to the heart come under this category of mode of goodness foodstuffs, and they increase one's duration of life. They give or make the person more pure, purification of existence, and then give strength, health, happiness and satisfaction. This is what everyone is looking for. Let's discuss more on this through the purport that is given by Srila Prabhupada. The purpose of food is to increase the duration of life, purify the mind and aid bodily strength. So this is the only purpose of food. Three things. Increase the duration of life, purify the mind because the mind is contaminated. And third, aid bodily strength. Give some strength to the body. In the past, great authorities selected those foods that best aid health and increase the life duration, such as milk products, sugar, rice, wheat, fruits and vegetables. These foods are very dear to those in the mode of goodness. So all the vegetarian food that is there, they are categorized in the mode of goodness. And such foodstuffs are known to aid bodily strength, to purify the mind and to increase the duration of life. Here it is said that some other foods such as baked corn and molasses, while not very palatable in themselves, can be made pleasant when mixed with milk or other foods. They are then in the mode of goodness. So there are some foodstuffs which might not be in goodness, but by mixing with some substance, it can be converted to mode of goodness foodstuff. All these foods are pure by nature. This is a very, very important criteria for the foodstuffs to be characterized or categorized in this particular category called Satvika Ahara. The foodstuff should be pure. See, vegetarian foodstuff is there, but along with that, an important thing is the foodstuff should be pure. So a lot of things are there when it comes to purity also. Like for example, it shouldn't have been touched by some animal, or it shouldn't be the remnants of someone else's food and things like that. or some hair has fallen into it, some nail has fallen into it. So it should be pure. That is sattvika food. Fatty foods, as mentioned in the 8th verse, have no connection with animal fat obtained by slaughter. So we said juicy, fatty, wholesome. So this fatty word that is there is no connection with the animal fat. Now it is said animal fat is available in the form of milk, which is most wonderful of all foods. I hope everyone knows this. The most richest food that we can have in our day is milk. So this milk gives overall nourishment and nutrition to a person who honors it. Milk, butter, cheese and similar products give animal fat in a form which rules out any need for the killing of innocent creatures. It is only through brutal mentality that this killing goes on. There is no need of having non-veg. There is no need of killing any animal. There, max to max, the tongue, the boneless muscle in our mouth, that might get some taste. But then the body suffers, the mind suffers, and the soul also has to suffer, because such a person has to go to hell. The one who eats meat has to go to hell, according to the Shastra, according to the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, last chapter. So it's a very, very important thing to note that anything that we need for this body, the Creator has already given us in the form by which will not get reactions. I mean, will not get sins. So the protein, many times people say, no, protein is available only in non-veg. No. Here it said, protein is amply available through split peas, dal, whole wheat, etc. No. Protein is available. So there is no need to violate the rules and regulations set by the Supreme Lord. Human beings are supposed to take vegetarian food. Now, let me take this particular discussion into the next level. Now, we are not vegetarians, we are Krishnatarians. What does that mean? So, veg food, when we cook veg food with purity, and then when we offer it to Lord Krishna, then that particular foodstuffs is called as prasad. And when we have prasad, what happens? The person's entire existence will be purified. See, now here we are just talking on the material platform. Duration of life increases, the person becomes purified to some extent. And then here it is also said that it gives strength, health, happiness, satisfaction. This is all on the material platform. But when we have prasad, Krishna prasad, what happens? At that time, the person starts getting spiritual credits. Every morsel of food goes inside, every morsel of prasad goes inside, the person gets spiritual credit. That is called as Sukruti. And with every morsel, he is actually advancing in spiritual life. So all the sincere, serious spiritual aspirants should make sure that we don't take any foodstuffs which are not offered to Krishna. Whatever we put in the mouth, we should make sure it should be prasad, Krishna prasad. And when we have Krishna prasad, we will see that how all these things that is mentioned will be accomplished, and along with that, how nicely we will advance in devotional service. So in this way, Krishna is recommending Sattvika Ahara, and along with that we understand from the devotional perspective, Sattvika Ahara offered to Krishna is even more beneficial. So all the sadhakas, all the sincere practitioners of devotional service, along with chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, along with reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, one should also make sure that anything that is put in the mouth should be Krishna Prasadam, should be offered to Krishna nicely. So now after describing Sattvika, now Krishna is going to speak about Rajasika and Tamasika foodstuffs. So let's see that in the next video. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna